And hello, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si RJ Ledesma. Thank you so much for joining us over here at Bounce Back Official and of course Bounce Back Marketplace Video Business Support Group. Ako po si RJ Ledesma. I am one of the administrators, volunteer administrators po ng Bounce Back Philippines. At ako rin po yung founder ng Mercado Central, Enterprise, at Easy Franchise, at ang mga startup, mga negosyo startup po. At the same time, I will be your moderator of today's session. We'll follow us at least tayo lahat. Everybody is looking for a business opportunity which they can start na po, karanihin po sa ating mga kababayan. Hindi na po dito sa Pilipinas, hindi na mga OFW, at mga kaibigan. All of us, our incomes have been significantly depleted. Naubos po yung ating mga rainy day savings, yung mga savings po natin dahil po sa crisis na ito. At the same time, there are many people who have also lost their jobs as a result of this one. And what I'm wondering is, can I find a job online? Is there a job that I can get right now? Yung trabaho na pwede kong gawin mula sa bahay. But at the same time, I can continue to create business even if I'm the house. Work from home, can I do that? And what type of businesses can I do that I can do from home and continue to make money? Well, during this crisis, I was very interesting. I found out that there was one company that was able to make almost 1 to 2 billion in sales during this economic crisis natin, no? And this is a business which I was very interested to talk about. Now, let me just double check. If you can hear my audio very well, I invite you to everyone na nakikinig dito ngayon. Please let me know if you can understand me. Clear ba yung pinilabas ko dito? Please let me know. Kung clear po yung audio ko. If you can understand me, dyan po sa mga live comment, please sabi na po kung naiintindihan po ninyo yung audio ko. Let me just transfer mic. Hold on please for a moment. Yes, briefly. There, can you hear me now, mga kaibigan? Can you hear me? Mic test. Okay. Anyway, so sinasabi ko po dito kanina that during this crisis, I was able to come across one of these business people, one of these companies, and their name is Filipino Homes. And what's amazing about Filipino Homes is that during this crisis period, they were actually able to close 2 billion in real estate property sales because nalaman ko that they were not actually selling here locally in the Philippines. They were selling to our mga kababayans abroad. And they were using social media, Facebook, to be able to contact their Filipino clients abroad. So I was really surprised. People are wondering right now, is real estate, ito ba ay isang magandang investment na pwedeng pasukan ngayon? Is it good to invest in real estate right now? Actually, we'll find out from our guests later on here why real estate might be one of the best investments you can make during the crisis, and also how you can grow, how you can become how you can create a career in real estate online and sell to kababayans online abroad. So this is a great business opportunity for people looking to create business, how to create your own real estate online career through our friends in Filipino Homes. At kung kayo po ay interesado maging member po ng Filipino Homes, if you are interested in becoming an agent for Filipino Homes, what you can do right now is, Sean, can we please flash yung ating messenger group, the Facebook group that they can ask more questions here on the screen. Let's show right now sa Filipino Homes, our FB, where people can see it. Again, maraming salamat po sa lahat mga nakikinig. Babatiin ko lahat mga Filipino Homes from all around the country. Again, thanks so much for joining us. And our first guest joining us is the founder of Filipino Homes, all the way from Cebu, Boss Anthony Luterio. Boston, kumusta pa kayo dyan? Boston, thank you so much.
Hello, boss RJ, and to everybody out there who have been waiting for this once in a lifetime event, sharing about real estate. You say a lot of people are always asking me, say, boss, how can we join real estate? And what is the prospect of real estate in the Philippines? My buyer ba? How do we do this? Is it
Oo.
online or are we go out? Are we going out? So ngayon, I'm happy that with this conversation, a lot of people are gonna share their experience on how to close real estate online because we are already preparing this one, Boss RJ, for the
Oo.
past 3 to 5 years. We
Oo. Oo.
know that real estate is really a digital business. It's all about online. Even if you go to America, you go to Canada, everything most of the transactions are really more on engagement in digital transaction. So even in the US now, they're having the contracts now already DocuSign, which is all digital. But in the Philippines, we don't have a law that we will accept digital transaction in terms of contract, but only reservation. But all the contracts will be followed. But I know the country, the Philippines, will really adapt because it is really the new normal.
That's right.
So to all out there, all I have to say is you have to take advantage of the opportunity of real estate because real estate is really the biggest factor to change the country, to even move the country moving forward.
At
Especially today, alam mo, maraming walang mga trabaho ngayon, Boss RJ.
oh, so that's right, boss. Talk
Then
again. Let's invite people just in case lang. No, right now, by the end of this talk, what do you want yung mga nakikinig sa inyo ngayon? What do you want to take home with them pag nakinig sila sa inyo?
yeah, so by the end of the session, we have a coaching. We'll be doing coaching for the people who wants to take a look real estate. We'll enroll you to our new program. We call it FIRE, Filipino Homes Institute of Real Estate, where the first ever in the country. We will train you the basic about RESA law, about how to become a legit agent, how to tie up with brokers, because we have hundreds of brokers already affiliated with Filipino Homes, and we will enroll you to all of this broker, give a license, and we can even move forward to the CPD where PRC will give you license. So we have so many programs, and later we can even discuss more on how to really do the first step on how to become an online digital real estate marketing in your home.
Okay, thank you so much, Sir Ton. And again, gusto ko ulitin po, sa lahat ng interesado maging agent sa Filipino Homes, or you want to find out more about Filipino Homes, again, let's just show again yung ating Facebook page where you can visit right now. The Facebook page will appear dyan po sa ilalim, fb.me/Team Filipino Homes Luzon. Please let us know if you're interested and we will get in touch with you soonest. Thank you so much, Filipino. Thank you so much, yung founder ng Filipinos. Mamaya, ikakwento ni Boston yung istorya niya to find out yung kaniyang rags to riches story. Very, truly inspiring. Joining us here today as well is the top training consultant of Filipino Homes. Siya po yung talagang pating ng Filipino Homes. The true heart of Filipino Homes. We have Mr. Alejandro Andy Manyalak. Boss Andy, welcome to Bounce Back Official.
Hello, good morning. Good morning, everyone. And excited to be here because I think do not be depressed. Don't look at the bad side. Look at the opportunities. In every crisis, there's an opportunity.
Oh,
and sa kagandahan yan, sa konti ng tao na nakatingin sa opportunity, mas kukonti ang competition. So think positive. Look for opportunities in this crisis.
Now, Boss Andy, you've been in the real estate business for many, many years. And all of a sudden, there's something like Filipino Homes which is emerging. Ano yung nakikita mo parang unique selling proposition? What's unique about Filipino Homes that you've seen as a company which differentiates it from other companies which also sell real estate online?
Culture of discipline, entrepreneurship, and technology. Very basic, easily. I've seen them grow. I've been involved with them for the past 7-8 years. So I've seen them grow, literally. I've seen agents. Ito, no exaggeration. Not one, not two, not three, but a lot of them, literally from squatters to investors.
Wow.
Squatters and investors. I mean, somebody na wala mong pamasahe, ngayon has about 14 properties, 3 cars, and I mean has traveled every year to a lot of countries. And I'm not talking about one person. That's the reason why we're very happy that we're bringing that here in Luzon. Yes.
May background noise. Anyway, Boss Andy, so right now, what you're trying to say is anybody can get into selling real estate as long as they have the sort of yung drive, yung passion para maging successful. Tama ba ako?
Yeah, before it was only drive and passion, but now because of the requirements, before you can join, you need to be interviewed and be qualified. Like, for example, the basics, like you have to have 72 units of college education. You should not have any criminal record, so good moral standing, and all this basic requirements, because otherwise you will not move to the next level, which is being licensed either as a salesperson or as a broker.
So ayan po, that's good. Alam niyo po kung kayo po ay galing sa real estate industry, alam niyo bigatin po yung ating dalawang bisita po dito ngayon, si Boss Anthony Loterio at si Boss Andy Manyala, and they're really influencing all of you to try out that if you're looking for new income opportunities, if you want to change jobs, kung kayo po ay isang OFW o kayo local, and you're trying to create an opportunity to do business from the house, you might want to take at doing it here online. Via real estate, marami pong oportunidad na magbenta, hindi lang dito sa Pilipinas, kundi sa buong mundo. And of course, joining them, ang ganda ng kwento kanina ni Boss Andy, di ba sabi niya, may mga tao na literally, sila po ay galing from squatter hanggang sila po ay marami may-ari ng mga properties. We would like to share with you 2 of the biggest success stories that came from Filipino Homes. So we brought the 2 of their most successful agents here and brokers here online to tell us a bit more about their story. Mamaya content. But batiin po muna natin yung dalawang bisita natin. Unang-una, si Mr. Joffrey Lidon. Joff, join us here, Joff. Kumusta kayo yan, Joff?
Hello, everyone. Thanks for having me here.
Hi, Joff. Kumusta ka dyan? Joff, how long have you been working together with Boston in Filipino Homes?
It's been about 6 years. I started January of 2014.
Okay. And then bago niyan, ikaw ba ay isang, were you already a broker? What was your job prior to joining Filipino Homes?
Oh, I was in the BPO industry and stopped BPO and ventured into the transport business, and it didn't work out well. And I met again my idol, and he encouraged me to join. It took a while, but life has never been the same after.
Wow! So just konting preview lang sa mga nakikinig dito ngayon. After Filipino Homes, or just let me know, during this period of time na nagka-ECQ, di ba? Were you
Yes.
able to sell properties to your clients, mga OFWs, during this
Yes.
ECQ?
My team and I were able to close about more than 100 million properties for the past month even.
100 million. So walang may income pa rin yung mga tao ninyo even during this period.
Amazingly, yes. There's even a spike in the demand. Interestingly,
What 100 million? Is that right?
I believe it's even about 200 million. The last
200 million.
200
week ago it was 100. Yeah.
Oh no! Wow. So let's find out your secret in just a bit, because I'm sure that maraming magandang techniques na natutunan mo from Boston and from Boss Andy. We would love to hear your success
Definitely.
story later on. So again, thanks so much, Joff. And joining Joff over here, yung only rose among the thorns natin. Can you please welcome Miss Azela? Miss Azela, please join us as well. Miss Azela, also a real estate broker and team leader over there sa Filipino Homes. Azela, kumusta kayo dyan, Azela?
Hello po. Hello and good morning, real estate. Good morning, everyone. How are you?
How are you? So both of you are taga Cebuano. Kayong dalawa ay Cebuano po. Pasensya po. Hindi ako magaling magbisaya. So,
Yes
That's
po.
all right.
Yes po. We are from Cebu. We are both Cebuano.
very proudly Cebu, also like Boston over there. Kami ni Boss Andy, mga Manileño dito. But Ma'am Azela, Mama Zella, I know also that how long have you been with Boston and Filipino Homes as well?
I'm working with Boss Anthony Eleuterio for Filipino Homes since 2010. So I'm
2010.
like 10 years in the business already.
Wow. And then for that long, what were you doing bago ka pumasok sa Filipino Homes?
I graduated from a allied medical profession, and I used to work in a hospital for 3 years prior to going into real estate.
Okay, so yung background mo, it didn't have anything to do with real estate. Dito ka lang natuto sa Filipino Homes maging real estate broker. Tama ba ako dyan?
Yes po, it's a 360 degrees turnaround, and it is actually a leap of faith. I started really from scratch, from zero.
Wow. Okay, 10 years. And then, you can tell me your whole success story later on, but para sa mga nakikinig po dito ngayon, just let me know, were you able to generate business during the ECQ from the period of April to May? Nakapag-negosyo ka pa. I know that you lead the team. How did your team do during this period of time ng ECQ?
Yes po, for the past 2 months, we already running like 500 or 600 million in sales.
Ano ulit? Pakiulit lang.
500 to 600 po.
Yung
For the
6 million
Yes
Yeah.
po.
in sales during this period of time na ECQ.
Yes
That's,
po.
that's really amazing. Parang hindi ako makapaniwala that you're able to do that one. And, wow. So
That's true. It's also surprising, but that's true.
that's true. Sabi nga ni Geoff, na nakita niyo may spike pa in sales during this time. So later on, for those who want to find out the secrets of how you're able to build your business, paano gumagawa ng online business, especially for real estate, whether or not may ECQ or maganda na yung panahon, or if the economy gets better, you can continue to do good business. Please listen to us here in our very special talk, Bounce Back for Business, together with Filipino Homes, with their founder, Boss Anthony Eleuterio. Again, Sean, can we please flash ulit if they've got more questions on how to join Filipino Homes? Let's show that down there. Team Filipino Homes Luzon. So now they're doing a very aggressive expansion. Kilalang-kilala po yung Filipino Homes in Visayas and Mindanao, and they're now expanding in Luzon. So I understand they're looking for more people here in Luzon. So Geoff and Azella will talk to you guys in a bit. I'd like to keep here both Boss Andy and Boss Anthony for a bit of a conversation lang. So let's bring them back to the screen, Sean. See Boss Anthony and Boss Andy. Unang-una po, I guess yung first question, Boss Anthony, yung mga tao, nagtataka sila, bakit maganda ngayon yung real estate po? Di ba masama yung takbo ng buong ekonomiya? Sinasabi nga nila na nasa recession na tayo. Bakit po maganda pumasok sa negosyong real estate sa panahon na ito?
Yeah. Okay. This is what Andy will do the actually explanation on the market. Then I can back him up. Boss Andy.
Boss Andy.
Okay. Sige. Generally naman kasi, okay. Dito sa Manila, Philippine real estate is not just Metro Manila. That's number one. The buyers may not be here. So kaya I just did an international roadshow last Saturday for another company, you know. Now, the point there is, sabi nga, ang tanong nila, is it good to invest in real estate now? Sabi ko, no, it's not good to invest in real estate now. It's better to invest in real estate now. If, one, you have a good job, you have a safe, let's say you have a safe job. I'm talking to the OFWs. For example, you're in tech, you're in healthcare in these countries, and steady naman sila. Plus, right now kasi people have realized kung gaano importante ang real estate or your home. We're now, of all our investments, itong real estate lang ang pinakikinabangan natin ngayon. Our cars, kahit gaano kamura ang gasolina, hindi natin magamit. Our stocks, our bonds, our mutual funds, wala. They're not performing well. However, ang real estate ngayon, if you invest now, especially for your own use, and also for long term, one, prices now, especially of developers, have corrected. Secondary market.
Ano ibig sabihin ng corrected, Boss Andy? Ano ibig sabihin ng corrected?
The others kasi, like for example, the others, if for example, hindi na nila kinaya yung prices last tier where you can hear prices at 375,000 per square. Meron pa 700. I'm sure you've heard that around your area. Okay, now but on the middle up, it was ranging already from 250, 275 up to 330. But now, correct, you will hear discounts of about 10, 15, or up to 20%. Some isolated cases, they even push 20, 25. But in units lang, particular units that cannot be pushed. So which means, so these developers have sacrificed margins just to get market share. So that's number one. Kung na-miss mo yung prices yung opportunity last year, now na nagkaroon ng adjustment, grab it. Number two, our interest rates now is the lowest in 20 years. Is the lowest in 20 years. So again, historically, whenever there's a reduction in interest rates, the demand for real estate goes up. Another thing is that developers, again, just to get market share, aside from adjusting the prices, yung payment terms nila ngayon is super friendly. Okay? This will not, if you're somebody who's really planning to buy or to invest in real estate, and you have steady job naman, and you have a secured profession, when do you want to invest? Next year, when we bounced back already, and according to the major credit agencies worldwide, no, sinasabi nila, we are going to have, I'm not the one saying this, but this was reported by Colliers, the last April 29. Even the Moody's, S&P, World Bank were expecting a sharp recovery in 2021. So when do you want to move? Next year, pag we're back to the same prices again.
Yeah.
So but this time is not the time for flipping. Don't expect na bili ka ngayon then mag-flip ka agad. So always keep in mind that real estate is a long-term commitment. It's a long-term involvement. Major involvement, long-term commitment.
Okay. Boss Andy, maganda yung sinasabi mo, na it's really when looking at the real estate bilang isang investor. Pero ito naman yung mga nakikinig po dito ngayon, sila naman po ay yung mga gusto sana magbenta at gusto sana kumita sa pagbebenta ng real estate. Maganda ba ngayon maging seller ng real estate, mga real estate properties? At ano yung magandang ibenta, anong ibebenta nila? Yung mga, kasi baka alam nila yung mga condominium, ano maganda ngayon ibenta po?
Okay, good. Ngayon, kaya mahirap, talagang hindi mo maisip magbenta ngayon if for example, if you don't know what to do and what to sell and who to sell to, everything's going to be very difficult. And that's the reason why getting into this program, can you just imagine? I'm monitoring also the production of Filipino homes. Last week, they sold out one entire project in the South. GCQ pa yan. GCQ.
Nakapagbenta sila sa GCQ.
Meron nga bagong agents, they're selling. The one nakita ko bago she sold 52 million. Another couple sold about 80 million.
Bago na siya nakabenta ng 52 million na worth of property.
Yeah. And the other couple sold about 80 million. And these are documented, and they showed it on Facebook, their sales. So this is not made up.
Oo.
How? Because of the technology that Filipino Homes has. The good thing about this is that a lot of us right now, a lot of our colleagues in the industry, nagkukumahog ngayon, they're rushing, they're cramming to learn online marketing, right? So parang, everything's online. Luma na yan, because Filipino Homes has been doing that ever since. That's the way they've been doing it. They're masters of this. They know how to reach people. They know how to where they are, how to reach them, how to generate leads. Plus the inventory. You see, sabi nga, it's real estate is all about leads, listings, and leverage. Now they also do cross-selling. which means even if I'm in Luzon, and remember, one of the forecasts also said people are now also looking at investing outside the NCR or even
Oo.
outside the other islands. I have a small one in Davao, and it has already
Wow.
doubled, and 2 year, 30 months ago, it's already doubled now. So,
But you're
whether
saying, sir, Boss Andy, kahit yung mga baguhan lang, kasi may sistema yung Philippine Homes, nakakabenta sila. Yung ibig mong sabihin, di ba? Kasi may digital technology sila para makapagbenta sa mga OFWs. That's why it's fast for them to sell. Tama ba ako?
yes, that's one part, but it's not only knowing the technology, it's the network. Like for example, if I have a client here who wants to invest in Davao or Cebu or Cagayan de Oro, what do I know of those areas, about those areas? Hindi ko alam kung ano meron doon or what project or ano bang sitwasyon doon. But the network of Filipino Homes and their agents, they allow cross-selling and assistance. So all I have to do is, oh, I know my co-agent in Cagayan de Oro or in Davao or whatever. So meron silang local experts. So I will just recommend, I will endorse my client to the expert there. So they're taken care of by a professional who knows that market. Hindi yung marunong ako dun sa nangyayari sa Bicol or sa Kamsur, or Kamsur did very well last week, or sa Cebu, right? Plus, nababawasan pa yung yung travel time ko. It makes things easier.
I see. Thanks so much, Boss Andy. Again, Boss Andy, main training consultant ng Filipino Homes. So again, kung kayo po ay sasama sa Filipino Homes, si Boss Andy is one of the top training consultants, one of the top real estate sales entrepreneurs sa bansa. Matututo kayo sa kanya when you join Filipino Homes kasi may online courses din siya nakasama sa Philippine Institute of Real Estate courses sa Filipino Homes. At if you want to join Filipino Homes right now, kung interesado po kayo, please, again, Team Filipino Homes Luzon, you can see our Facebook page over there. Binabati ko lang po ngayon po si June Garing na nakikinig po dito ngayon. Yan po isang institusyon dito po sa ating real estate sales industry. Sir, thank you so much for joining us, Boss June Garing. Balikan po natin balikan po natin si Boss Ton Luterio. Boss Ton, let's bring you back over here. Boss Ton, I know you've been in the industry for several years right now, but give us a better picture. Boss Andy gave us a good picture about the investor market, about it's good to invest. But in terms of who is the market? Sino ba yung merkado natin para sa real estate? Kasi sinasabi nila, baka wala nang bibili ng real estate dito sa bansa. Sino ba yung namimili ng real estate dito ngayon? At anong klaseng real estate binibili dito sa Pilipinas? May demand pa ba para sa ating mga properties kahit may crisis ngayon? Boston?
Yeah. Very good question, Boss RJ. And ito yung mga question eh. I mean, I'm also helping as a marketing consultant ang mga developers and all the new developers. I've been helping about 100 developers in the country and small developers. So the question is, Ton, where do you get your buyers? So if you know my story, you will understand why Filipino Homes was born. Okay, so just to give you a background to all of the people who are listening out there, I'm a trainer, international trainer with a very big direct selling company in Asia. Okay, so I've been handling about 16 countries. I'm traveling, Dubai, particularly US. That's the reason I was in America 8 months every year for the past 10 years. And I have even a house there because we were planning to really focus on the market in America. Okay, so I've been traveling Canada, Dubai, and most of the people I met are OFW. Okay, they always ask me, sir, pag gusto na naming umuwi, can you help me find a broker, find an agent? And I always encounter this, especially in the US, that I interview OFW. Why are you here? Okay, yun ang question ko. Lahat talaga. Okay, sa mga countries, sabi na, Ton, you know, we're here to make money and we want to retire in the Philippines. Now, if you are actually a businessman, what do you think? So why not create a brand and help this OFW? Kasi I have heard a lot of stories. Kasi noon sana, way back about 20 years ago, a lot of people invited me real estate. Actually, ang pinaka-negative ko na negosyo is real estate. Ito talaga, I hate real estate because the way people do it in the country. You know, in the Philippines, they do flyering, they go house to house. And sabi ko, if I'll do this, even in the mall, I'll just have a booth, then I'll be selling in the mall. Kasi yun ang traditional selling noon eh. Yung ko, hindi ko gusto to. I don't like this. And kasi magpakaawa ako. And most of the, actually, mga friends ko magsabi, oy, kawawa na si Tonton, nagbenta na lang sa mall, nag-flyering. And I don't like the setup, the way they sell real estate. So kasi I'm into online. I'm a computer science graduate and I'm a programmer. I want everything digital because that's how I was born. So one day, there was one person who approached me. Say, you know, Mr. Lutero, I was duped in the Philippines. They sell this project and hindi nila na deliver. Number two, they don't trust Filipinos. Yun talaga. Noon yan, ha? They don't trust mga ahente. Kasi, benta ng benta lang. So what I did is, what if I will create a brand and I will market this brand abroad, not in the Philippines. That's the reason, if you look at Filipino homes, we are very popular in Japan. We're so popular in Dubai. We're so popular in US because we have a marketing team there who advertise. We don't sell. We don't have a group there that will sell. We just have a marketing team that advertise our brand. Okay? And we pay millions. Every month, I spend about 3 to 4 million advertising our brand to help our agents capture the market. So when they see Filipino homes, it is so easy to sell. So here's what happened. Nagkataon na maganda yung presidente, way back yung kay Noynoy time, sabi ng mga Pilipino, if Noynoy will be the president, we'll send back the money to the country. And if Duterte will be the president, then we will return to the country kasi wala nang corrupt. So ito yung mga nagbandwagon ng mga investors. They really want to buy and invest in the country. So what happened? There's 24 billion US dollars are thrown to the country. And that is the reason why the new heroes today are the OFW. So we are now experiencing a phenomenal growth in real estate because they want to buy. And not only Filipinos, we have foreigners. In fact, today, I have a good news to all out there that Philippines now is the #1 in Southeast Asia in terms of investing properties. So we have already the best the factor to become successful. Number two, OFW. Okay, the best country to invest is Philippines. Then the OFW market. The OFW market, we're talking about 15 million OFW who are willing to retire. Maybe 30% of that willing to retire. So if you look at 15% of 30%, we're talking about 4 million OFW. Number 3 is the problem of backlog. The backlog today is 5 million. There's so many Filipinos already working here. Their salary is 20,000 and they want to buy. So, but the problem, we don't have housing. So that's the reason it is very good to talk to the developers. And now the developers for the past 3 years already responded to the call. Now we will develop. And that's where so many mass housing that you can afford 2,000, 3,000. And believe it or not, condominium today are selling about 5,000 to 7,000 a month. That is already very affordable. Anybody can buy. So now, if you are an agent, you cannot sell 5,000. If you do online, you tell them, we have this project in Manila, we have projects in Cagayan, we have projects in Bacolod, we have projects in Iloilo. It is only 5,000 to 7,000 a month. Now, every unit, they never expected that they can earn about 80 to 100,000 per unit if they sell.
Wow. Talaga?
Yeah, I have an agent now in Cagayan. I already computed her commission. She sold 64 million just this month, last May. So I computed because she's a broker. She will be earning about 2.83 million pesos for that one. That's a lot of money. Okay, so just for 1 month. And imagine after 2 years, all of those commission will be paid up, the equity. So and we're talking about June, we're talking about July, she can still sell. And that's the reason, going back to Jeff and Azela, they already have the foundation. They just sell 10 million, 20 million every month. And after 1 year, they can sell 200 million, then they can retire in the next 2 years. Most of my agents today are retired, not meaning retired that they are tired or they are just at home. They are retired enjoying their fruits of their labor, because in 2 years' time, if you are smart, then you can enjoy real estate. And so many things. Okay, so that is what I found out, and that's the reason so many people are so curious. Why Filipino homes? Because I don't want hard sell. Honestly speaking, Filipino Homes brand is the biggest brand that is very easy to sell. You just say where they've connected, Filipino Homes. So they already think that you are really selling real estate for Filipino. That's the shortcut to success. And the nice thing, we got so many developers that I negotiated. In fact, to tell you frankly, yesterday, one of the biggest developer in Luzon called me. Chaton, every sale, I will give you a free trip to Europe. Imagine. So I was so excited. I'm supposed to talk to some of my friends in Manila. I negotiated this. In Cagayan de Oro, developers in Davao also and Cebu are giving one free travel abroad per sale for giving incentive. Okay, so that the buyer get a free rep, have a discount and some freebies. Then the agents also get a free trip abroad. So it's a win-win. The nice thing with this one, it can spark the economy. It can help people who don't have money and who lose their job. At least they can just start, and they just have to learn the secret. The secret here is be a student, because we have a program. In 2 months, we will make you a super salesman with Filipino Homes.
At Boston, paano sa kunyari ko po ay sasama sa Filipino Homes, paano mo nalalaman at mga brokers, lahat ba yung mga developers ba, lahat ng properties nila nasa sa website mo? Paano po yan?
Yeah, so this is what happened. One thing that a lot of people didn't know, I developed 4 software in the Philippines. Okay, number 1 software, we call it the inventory software. The inventory software is the developer is the one who updates it. So we have 300 staff who update in my website. So it's very unique. Not even in the whole world have done this one. So I develop a software where the one who opened is the developer. The developer put all the updates, put all the systems. So all the brokers now and agents is just at home. They can just get all the updates without even spending a cent.
So ibig sabihin yan, ikaw lang tumutulong, they don't have to buy the software, walang franchise fee ito. Basta sumama na sila magpa-train, libre yung training.
No, because I develop Filipino Homes to help more Filipinos. Okay, so I don't want to make money. I just want to help so many Filipino para extra income. This is just extra income. If they want 100,000, then they can make money here with Filipino. So it's free, 100%. All they have to do is be a student. We will teach you, we'll guide you, and we have so many staff that will help you, and also our leaders will help you.
And kagandahan dito, Sir Tom, we're also live sa practical learning company. Marami pong nakikinig dito ngayon na mga, they are teachers, professors, academicians, at mga OFW rin na nakikinig dito ngayon, mga taga-Dubai, Qatar, Saudi Arabia. Pwede ba silang sumali sa Filipino Homes kung sila po ay mga teacher rin po or kung OFW?
If you are a Filipino, okay, and you just go with the process, kasi we will interview them. We cannot accept everybody. We have to screen them if they are qualified. Kasi there's so many brokers now. Last week, you know how many brokers joined? 25 brokers just for 1 day. Then the problem is every broker, you have to hire 20 salesperson. So we will align 500 agents this week to this broker. So they will be productive. And they can also get some bonus. Because I negotiated with developers that all brokers will also have some bonus for helping our Filipinos.
Wow. So, Boston, what we're asking people to come in is just to invest their time, their resources, and their efforts sa Filipino Homes. May sabi po dito ngayon, actually yung software ng Filipino Homes is $500 per month, pero libre pag ikaw po ay isang Filipino Homes agent. Tama ba? Tama po,
Yeah,
Jan?
it's free. Yeah, we give it for free. It's my gift for. I mean, God give me all this knowledge, then I'll just give it back to the Filipino. It's one way of giving back.
Now, question lang po kasi marami po na medyo na they're a bit worried, wala silang experience, hindi sila parang extrovert, wala silang sales personality, wala silang alam sa real estate. Paano yan, Boss Andy? How do you become a real estate? Can you say real estate kahit wala kang experience in the past?
Mas maganda nga eh, di ba? Mas maganda yan, Boss Andy.
Actually, everybody starts that way. Everybody starts that way. All you have to have is the dream and the desire. And then, all the programs are there, step by step. Mas maganda nga yan dahil kasi wala pang bad habits. It's just like, let's say, sabi nga sa golf, mas maganda pa yung walang experience pag tinuturuan ng pro kasi may matigas na habit na. So, mas walang experience, mas fresh, and basta trainable. That's the most important thing. Trainable and coachable. That's the most important thing. Because others, sige, then tagal ko na sila say, 20 years na ako, 25 years na ako eh. Mag-work yan. Or that's the reason why hanggang ngayon, nag-flyers pa rin. You see? So because they refuse to change, they refuse to accept the change, iba ng takbo ngayon.
Okay. At Boss Andy, ano nakita mo dito, especially the change here? I know that Boss Andy or Boss Tom, either of you can answer the question, but what we're seeing, the biggest change over here is that you are no longer doing business offline. Kasi yung mga iba tanong isip niyan, paano yan, sir? Ako ba maging ahente na parang nagbebenta sa mall, nagbibigay ng flyer ako dito, at paano ko dadalhin yung kliyente ko sa property? Kasi may GCQ ngayon, hindi kami makaalis sa bahay or mahirap umalis sa bahay ngayon. Ano bang sikreto ninyo ngayon? How are you able to sell, Boss Andy and Boss Anthony, na kahit it's a period of ECQ at di nakakaalis sa bahay, how do you get in touch with the customers? Paano mo hinahanap at nagko-contact yung mga kliyente ninyo? Boss Anthony, baka ikaw muna.
Yeah. So, ito yan. Okay. Number one, you cannot sell if you don't have a respected brand. Yun ang issue eh. Alam mo, ang dami naman nag-online. Most of my friends, brokers are online, but they don't have sales. Okay. So here with Filipino Homes, we have the brand. When they see the brand, I'll trust this one, whatever that person say. Number two, we tie up with the online, digitally ready developer. So we talk with the developer and we teach them how to become digitally ready. So they are right away transforming their traditional setup to online setup. So reservation online, we just send them the BIS, buyer's information sheet, and that's it. That's how to sell. So we have a training for that, and the developers will do a training for the agents for that one also.
But ibig sabihin, Ben, kayo po ay nagbebenta lang via, kasi sa mga, di ba, marami dito nakikinig sa atin ngayon sa YouTube o sa Facebook. Ano ginagawa niyo? Mag-Facebook ka sa mga kliyente mo? Mag-email ka? Ano bang ginagawa niyo, Sir Tom?
Yeah, so yeah, we do Facebook marketing. So what we did is we have online roadshow. That's what happened with Roslyn, our #1 agent, who sold 80 million in just about 2 months. So, ang ginawa niya, nag-roadshow siya. So, she took the video of all the developers na pina-focus niya kasi you have to focus only mga 3 to 5 muna. So, he talked to her to the buyers sa OFW. Then parang group chat, okay? So, linagay niya yung pictures, video, and what is really workable now is when they see na ito pala, then we entertain question and answers for this buyer. So we have so many online roadshows going on now, and we have the technology. We just give them the link and they just sign up. Everything will be online.
So actually, pag sa mga nagtatanong po dito, if you're interested to become part of Filipino Homes or interested to become an agent or to learn more, nasa baba po yung Team Filipino Homes Luzon. Just sign up over there para masama kayo sa isang new agents webinar. So again, Team Filipino Homes Luzon, mababasa nyo sa FB. Go over there to find out on how you can be part of the new agents webinar. Boston, may nagtatanong, paano po yung mga taga-OFW, paano sila sasama po sa Filipinos kung gusto nila magbenta rin sa...
Si Boss Andy na yung makasagot dyan. Boss Andy.
Boss Andy, oo.
Kasi marami yung mga OFW din eh, na mga mag-refer din.
May taga-US pa dito, may taga-US po, may taga-Qatar, may taga-Dubai, nabasa ko po dito, na nakikinig po dito ngayon. How can they become also agents for Filipinos even if they are abroad?
Okay, first step would be the interview. Because sabi nga ni Boson is screening. A lot of money would like to do this, but of course, Filipinos is very careful with the brand. So that's one thing, because it took a while to build this brand, no? So, and they're very strict with that. That's the reason why.
That's
okay.
Team Philippine Homes as well. Sorry. Oh.
Okay. So there's one thing also which I love with the Filipino homes is that meron din natawag sila ng one hit you're out.
Mm-hmm.
If you will commit a case of either pagsulot or rebate or kickback fraud, or any single case, especially involving money, you're out. Doesn't matter whether you're the top producer. It doesn't matter if you're a billion peso producer.
You're number one. If you're number one,
they don't care. Because you're carrying the brand. The brand is very important. That's the reason why they're very careful with this one. So it starts off with the interview. Like for example, if now somebody sends me a message and then I'm interested to join Filipinos, then we do the interview, and then you screenshot the interview, and then of course you pre-qualify them. Do you have 72 units? Do you have college degree or whatever? So after that, then you endorse them to the new agents orientation, the new agents webinar. Okay, the good thing about this is, before COVID, di ba? O sige, join ka sa amin. Sa Sabado, meron kaming orientation, di ba? So you all go to the office and then meron webinar. Now, hindi na kailangan. You can do your orientation 24/7 anywhere in the world.
Kasi naka-digital na siya, di ba? It's naka-record na, then you can watch it. Tama ba ako?
So you just click the link. And then, once you pass that, and then you want to take the course, the course, you'll have to take all the basic training lessons, like for example, the RESA law. And alam mo kung sino nagko-conduct ng RESA law? No less than the first chairman ng PRBRES, si Chairman E.G. Ong. Yeah. So siya yung makikita mo na nagko-conduct ng RESA law. After that, you will have to take the exam. After that module. And then you move to the next level. Let's say taxation, real estate taxation, or real estate laws, or
okay.
So you have to pass through this. And also, of course, the Shark Principles. Shark Principles is all about the practice of responsible real estate. If you want to stay in the real estate business for a long time, this is all about, the practice of responsible real estate. So, yun nga, kahit yung kaibigan mo sa Qatar or sa US, East Side, West Side, Eastern, they can join anytime. But the first thing is interview. You have to pre-qualify because you have to endorse them.
So, dito, nakita ko, napansin ko, parang na-automate lahat, parang yung live session, automated lahat, may automated process na pag-apply, and then, bawat sistema from, you learn from the law to taxation to how to market online, pati yung mga sales principles, lahat yan po nasa online na po, di ba? And then I understand, Boss Anthony, you represent Boston, more than 500 developers. Meron mga product knowledge seminars online, tama ba? Diyan pwede sila magputo lang online about the developers, tama ba?
Yes, online seminar. Everything is online webinars now.
Okay. So yung first step lang talaga dito is just to start applying online. And again, you can see at the bottom of the screen how to apply for Team Filipino Homes if you're interested to be part of it. At kung alam mo, nung una ko nakausap si Boston, hindi ako medyo naniniwala kasi yung mga figures niya, di ba, parang who would believe in this period of time nakabenta 500, 600 million habang sa panahon na ganito? So I had to talk to people who really work with him to figure out kung talagang totoo po yung mga success story nila. So I want to bring in the first person over here who can talk about his experience. Can we bring over here si Joffrey Lidon? Joffrey, who is based out of he is based out of Cebu, no? Joffrey, pakikwento lang konti yung story mo about this one. I'm sure nung una hindi ka parang hindi ka pa kumbinsado kay Boston na talagang kikita ka ng ganyan kalaki, no? Tell us a bit more about your story.
My story is a little different because I met Boston way back in college, no.
College ba kayo? Batang-bata ni Sir Ton.
When I was back in college, when I was a college student pa, I met him back then. So anyway, I'll share my story. I met Sir Ton when I was in college. He was one of the very inspiring top-notcher trainer of direct selling company I got myself involved in. I admired and looked up to him ever since. Actually, mga boss, inaabangan ko yung trainings at weekly schedule niya as a speaker. This was like more than a decade ago. So, Boston, do you remember seeing me always every Monday at the schedule mo?
Yes.
So since before, kasi while I was in school, well, medyo maalaala mo kaya to partly. But anyway, I couldn't talk about my success without touching on the motivation that got me through it. So since before, kasi while I was in school, I was already busy finding ways to achieve financial success. Practically, gusto ko umasenso, no? Yung makaahon. I grew up with 3 siblings raised by a widow. We lost our father when I was just 2 years old. Growing up, issues relating to money always comes up. We were not dirt poor, but we had our share of financial difficulties. So gusto ko makatulong, but as a young student, there was just so much I could do. I went the route of being an A student, was successful, but hindi nakatulong on a practical sense. My medals, accolades, achievements was not able to provide food on the table. At the end of the day, it was about finances. Talking about our next meal, paying bills, siblings' tuition, utilities, and expenses. I could barely remember having brand new clothes because it was mostly hand-me-downs. Needless to say, I was driven to achieve financial independence. Mga boss, I know a lot of you can relate this, but at that point, at some point, pagod na ako sa pagiging mahirap. I was tired of being poor. I sought the Lord for guidance, prayed for opportunities, but I had to start somewhere. After college, I worked in the BPO industry, the call center industry. Left after 5 years, saved enough to start a very challenging taxi business. And I was getting by, but thanks to Facebook, I met Sir Ton again. He was inspiring as always, and he encouraged me to join Filipino Homes. Actually, it took some time before I joined, but it was one of the best decisions I made in my life. So in January 2014, my partner Joanne and I went all in, parang poker, no? All in. Initially, it was just about getting her out of working in the BPO industry. We figured rather than being slaves at a corporate job, we'd do this. We studied the system, listened and learned, and then took action, focusing on a few things that gave us a majority impact, while making sure we cover the basics like mastery of the product and closing. So we were focused. The plan was to work smart and not just hard. I applied learnings from the trainings I've had with direct selling, things like managing realistic expectations, handling rejections, and law of the averages or the numbers game. So initial simple desired results were met. Within a few weeks, commission for sales we closed can already cover Joanne's 1 year salary.
Wow!
Wow.
Yes, as a former call center professional, we've achieved the simple desires like this, the desire to sleep and wake up when we're done sleeping, and not because we were being woken up by our alarm clock. So within 6 months, due to good performance, we were sent to Canada for a property roadshow.
Wow!
Sent to the US a few months after. After a year, reviewed and took the exam and became a licensed broker. In 2017, my partner and I were awarded the top one seller nationwide for Filipino homes. We closed close to about 300 million pesos that year. Um,
Amazing.
now, yeah, now I'm living a relatively comfortable life. I've always desired, thanks to this opportunity. No, my partner and I have been able to invest in. Ayoko sana sabihin to, pero sabi ni Sir Ton, sabihin ko rin. In about 12 properties.
12 properties. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I traveled to a lot of countries like Hong Kong, Thailand, Japan, Malaysia, Dubai, Taiwan, Singapore, Canada, and several states in the United States.
And all this because of all this because
All-
of Filipino homes.
All this because of Filipino homes, and a lot of it, and most of it, are free because of good performance. Currently, we're leading a team of brokers and agents, and actually, Turton just messaged me. I was corrected. No, the past 2 months, or the past during the ECQ period, we closed about close to 400 million as a team.
400,
And-
yeah.
400
million.
million.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Congratulations.
During the ECQ, GCQ,
ECQ, yeah. ECQ
Yes.
sale.
That's very that's very wonderful, no? Because we thought it was gonna be a slow. There was a slowdown, but interestingly, more than ever, people are realizing, Filipinos are realizing that when we say stay home, they all now realize that they need a home. They need to.
Yeah.
An OFW just called me about 2 days ago. He was saying there's so much volatility, there's so much uncertainty with their jobs, and so he wants to make sure that he's able to have a home when he gets back. So it's wonderful actually. And
Boss Joff, pwede mo tanong lang, how were you able to sell that many properties during the ECQ, GCQ? Was it online lang lahat na benta mo?
we are yes. 90% of it is online. Generally, it's 90 to 95% of it is online because of the limited movement with
Paano ba nakukuha yung mga leads na yan? How do you get the leads for them on via Facebook, via
Yes, all our digital marketing, a lot of it is Facebook marketing. Also with the help of the brand, no. When we post online through different channels like Facebook, sponsored ads, Instagram, YouTube. Our buyers, our agents are able to capture these buyers looking for properties, and with the training and the support of the brand, we are able to assist this home buyers. No, there are actually more home buyers right now than investors.
okay.
End users.
Most of the people buy are yung mga yan tinatawag ni Sir Ton, Boston end users yung talagang titira
Correct.
dyan, hindi yung mga namimili para they want to invest and make it then rent it out. So these are people who want to live in that house, diba? Tama ako dyan?
Yes,
And-
they want to live in it. It's for their families. It's for themselves when they get back home.
So they're not, namimili ba sila ng mga condominiums o yung mga talagang bahay, yung mga standalone homes or mga row houses? Ano bang binibili nila? Ano yung ini-investahan nila na parang tirhan?
More on condos and some house and lot. Kasi may mga mindset din kasi yan eh. Some certain generation are pro house and lot, the subdivision type, landed housing. But a good percentage of our buyers right now are appreciating the convenience and the good benefits of investing in a vertical subdivision, which in a condo, which is situated in strategic locations in the metropolis, which makes it easier and convenient when you are in such a situation as quarantine, because everything's pwedeng malakad, very accessible. So some also bought some lot only projects which were offered recently. So people are investing and realizing more than ever that properties are very good investments because it's a tangible asset. It's something that they can hold, live, rent out, and it appreciates the value appreciates over time as well.
Wow, truly amazing story there. Let's just applaud. Palakpakan lang kay Joffrey doon.
Yeah.
What an amazing story to hear that from you, how you were able to grow your market. I'm sure with the training of Boston and Boss Andy. And again, for those interested to see if you can be a marketer for Philippine Homes, kung kayo po ay walang experience, kung kayo po ay mga teacher, mga guro, kung kayo po ay mga OFW, if you're interested, again, mababasa nyo sa ilalim, please sign up on Facebook right now, Team Filipino Homes Luzon. Mababasa nyo sa baba. Just come on that page right now. And now, I'd like to call the only rose among the thorns. Hindi lang si Joffrey successful dyan. Si Azela rin. Si Azela Honor. All the way from Cebu. Azela, let's bring you over here. Azela, ikaw naman. Excited akong marinig yung istorya mo naman, Azela. Nakamute yung mic mo. Can you please turn on the mic, Azela? Azela, ikaw naman, yung kwento mo kanina before, you were nurse ka ba noon or medical medtech? Ano po kayo noon, ma'am? Bago kayo mag-Filipino Homes.
Hello po and good morning once again. Good morning, real estate. Good morning, people who are watching right now. So, before I joined Filipino Homes, I was working with a hospital here in Cebu, in a tertiary hospital. I graduated from a allied medical profession. So I was a radiologic technologist way back then. And prior to Filipino Homes, I also joined insurance company. I used to work with Insular Life. So that's quite a background. I started with Filipino Homes, January of 2010. That was when I realized that I don't want to pursue my career abroad before I was about to the UK, prior to my affiliation with Filipino Homes. But when I found out this opportunity, so I ended up with Filipino Homes, and from then on, I already experiencing a lot in my life. A lot of dreams have come true for me and my family.
Wow. So tell me about your first time. But nag-hesitate ka ba nung sumali ka? Parang paano ka pumasok? At si Joff na inspired ni Boston. Ikaw naman, paano ka pumasok dito sa Filipino Homes? How did you find out about Filipino Homes and then pumasok ka? Were you...
Sorry po kasi putol-putol yung signal ko. When I was before I joined Filipino Homes, I was actually about to go to the UK. All of my friends and my classmates are already there in the UK and in the US, and I was actually about to go to the UK. In fact, I am already a licensed HPC licensed radiologic technologist. And during the time that I was processing my visa, I found out that I was pregnant with my first baby, and then I realized that I'm scared to have the baby with me far from the relatives, from my parents, and all that. So I was very young back then. So I decided not to pursue my Europe contract, and I realized that I needed to find a job which can give me...
break up ng konti po. There, ma'am.
Yes po. Okay lang po ba yung yung connection ko?
Yeah. Yeah, okay lang.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Wait,
and then,
let's go back muna to Azela in a bit. Let's get her a bit better.
Is my connection okay?
Yes.
Can you see me, Azela? Can you say hi? Can you wave again? Can you wave again now? Can you just wait?
Naglalag dito sa akin eh.
Yeah. So,
okay lang po ba yung connection ko?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can hear.
So, I
We can hear
met
you. So,
Boston in January of 2010, and during that time, I already decided to join Filipino Homes, and from then on, I was able to get my license on 2013 and gradually formed a team. I am now handling a team of over 20 brokers and unit managers, and we are selling quite good. And even in this crisis, we are still selling. And I'm so surprised with the result of this crisis But then and again, I realized that people are still into looking for opportunities to buy a property, and I think more than ever they have this time to look for properties and to shop for properties at the comforts of their house, and they have more time to compare prices, compare projects, and all that. And I also believe that since in relation to the people who are earning well even in this crisis, they still want to invest, and I think they find it more safe to invest in real estate than to other investment vehicles out there. If you're talking about stock market is bloody red out there, and it's free fall. So I think they prefer to invest in a more tangible asset, and an asset that that's where they can use, and also where they can see.
So, question ko lang, Azela, during this period, alam natin na malakas yung benta ni Sir Geoff, but ikaw naman, alam ko, ikaw, ina-undersell mo sarili mo. Kumusta yung benta natin nung ECQ dyan sa team mo? How were your sales?
My team sold about 500 million in sales for the past 2 months.
Pakiulit lang ulit. Ano?
500 po. We sold over 500 million in sales for the past 2 months. That's under ECQ. So
then,
it's surprising. It's quite a surprising number. I did not imagine that it could be that big even in this crisis. But then figure doesn't
binibenta mo, Azela, they were just in Cebu or all around the country?
All around the country po, but majority of that is in Visayas and Mindanao.
Visayas and Mindanao. Wow, thanks so much. Oh, si Boss June Green was really listening to us. He enjoys us. Talaga isang institusyon sa ating industriya. So, Azela, just tell us right now, I know si Boss Tom will always ask you to tell people, but how many naka-invest ka na ng property since this time? Naka-invest ka na ng mga for yourself?
Developer na yan.
Developer na yan. At talaga, ilang mga developments mo na, Azela?
I am into build and sell. I have only very few, sir, around 6.
High end.
And it is ranging from 6 million to 9 million properties. So those are the kind of markets that
and then
and we branded it as Filipino Homes Plus. And most of our successful brokers and team leaders are also into that build and sell. We really want to bring back the money in the real estate. And also, we want to cater those who have specialized needs in terms of housing.
Ang ganda ng story ninyo because yung nakikita ko dito, first, from no experience, di ba? You just become a real estate salesperson, then naging real estate broker kayo. And after that one, you become a real estate investor, then you become a real estate developer. Ang dami yung opportunities dito. Geoff, you're talking right now, nakamute ka. Oh, okay, you were saying something, Geoff.
No, I was talking to my partner. Sorry.
What a really great story, both from Azela and from. Give them a round of applause, please. Thank you so much for inspiring us. Now, Boss Ton and Boss Andy will have questions of people who are interested. Again, dapat ulit-ulitin lang po. Marami pong interesado ngayon na OFW kasi maybe for the first time they're listening right now, OFW or locals, if they want to start a career in Filipino homes, where can they go, Boss Andy? Boss Ton, where can they go right now?
Yeah, all you have to do is contact any of our coach. We have Boss Andy Maniala. Okay, you can contact Boss Andy. You can contact Boss Geoff. You can contact Boss Azela, and even you can contact Boss RJ Ledesma also. Okay, so remember, we are here to help you guys. Okay, remember, this is a very bad timing. But unfortunately, in fact, honestly, I cannot expect, didn't expect even that the market is really reactive to this time of crisis. In fact, we have a meeting with the team, so what will we do? And we saw opportunity there. Now, there's so many OFW are really wanting to buy a home. And that's the reason we started April 20, marketing properties, and true enough, there was a demand, and I called up the developers, almost all the developers. Now we have to get back because there's so many OFW really want to put their money, because there's so many OFW today that they have money already and they just need time to check what is the best time. And this is the time that they can shop, check all properties. And I'm just so happy that we can help the country bounce back.
Yeah. And again, just remind everybody, if you're interested to also join Filipino Homes, you can just go to the bottom of the page, nandiyan po yung Facebook page, profile page ng Team Filipino Homes Luzon. You can join over there, Team Filipino Homes Luzon, if you want to know. Now some questions here that have been coming out. No? One question is that, for example, if you are maybe Boss Anthony and Boss Andy, you can answer this question. If you want to start off as a real estate agent, kailangan mo na ba ng lisensya? That's one thing that they need to be very clear about. They want to start selling, but then ano ba yung patakaran dyan? Kailangan ba ng lisensya para magbenta na ng real estate or hindi pa kailangan? Paki-clear lang po, Boss Boston.
Yeah, you need a license. That's the reason we qualify you. Okay, the first step talaga qualify. Number one, we will check if you are qualified, NBI, TIN, or then you can attend our presentations, especially online. Kasi we cannot just hire people and we don't even know you. Okay, so we have this tedious process to really get to know the agents who will tie up with Filipino Homes, and we will give them license once they're qualified, because every salesperson, they need a broker. Okay, so, and we have so many brokers now joining because they closed their store. In fact, I have a friend now, he got a very big realty in Manila. Chaton, I don't want to continue anymore because my agents already resigned and I just want to tie up with Filipino Homes. And that's what happened now. It's so hard to do business now in the next 6 months to 1 year because everything is changing. It's a new normal. So you need a new strategy, new partner, new software, new technology, and developers now are also changing. So you have to really act right away. And we are here, ready, Filipino Homes, with our software, and it's free, 100% free.
There's another question. Do you need, let's say, if you want to sell properties to Filipinos abroad, do you need to have a broker's license to sell properties here abroad? Boss,
yes.
Can you explain?
Boss Andy will explain to you, and Boss Andy will explain that.
Okay. You mean Filipino agent selling properties abroad? Okay. If we do
need the broker's license to go abroad to sell your properties abroad.
Yeah, foreign properties or
Filipino properties, mag-abroad.
Philippine properties.
Philippine properties, yeah. As long as you're a Filipino citizen, naman doesn't matter where you are. So, yeah, but you will still need a license.
Yeah.
Okay. So, a license to sell abroad, or
yes.
and then if you need, can you be an agent under a broker to sell something abroad? Paano ba yan, Boss Andy?
Yeah. You have to be an accredited salesperson under a broker. That's the reason why you also have to meet that minimum requirement.
Okay. So just to be clear lang again po, no? Dito sa Filipinos, correct me if I'm wrong, you can be an agent but you have to be under a broker kung kayo po ay nasa Filipinos para makabenta ng property.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the next one is in terms of getting do you have to be just maraming questions na lumalabas kayo. Guest star po yung anak ko. Do you have to be experienced to sell for Filipinos? Do you have to have prior experience? Yan tinatanong po. Or is it enough just to yeah, Joff, pang-explain, Joff. Joff, can you share your story, Joff?
Okay, you don't have to have experience. Basically, when I also started, I didn't even know the difference between a lot area and a floor area. All I had, just like what Boss Andy said, was a desire. It started with a dream. So how to start a successful online real estate career? Be very clear with your purpose. We don't have to have experience. Just have a very, very clear purpose. Have a clear reason why you're joining. Because you have to ask yourself if you're here for an extra income, because your reason spells out your commitment level. If you are serious, then it will give you serious income. If part-time, then it gives you part-time income.
See. And with that also, ano pinaka, sa nakikita nyo during the ECQ, GCQ, Azela and Joff, what have been the most yung most sellable types ng properties at anong klaseng ano yung profile ng mga kliyente na namimili ngayon during this time of this crisis? Azela, ikaw muna. What was your experience of what are the properties which are moving that are moving a lot? And also, what kind of clients are they? Are they first home users, end users? Can you give us an idea?
Yes po. A good number from our sales is coming from the end users, and mas marami ngayon ng house as compared to condo, and also lot only po. Yun po yung bulk ng aming mga sales for this crisis season. But prior to this one, condo. Pero ngayon, I think kasi they've realized more than ever the value of owning a house. So nag-spike po yung demand for a horizontal development and also for lot-only properties. Yun po yung mga sales namin ngayon.
Okay. And then anong ibig sabihin ng end user lang para mas maintindihan tao? Anong diferensya ng end user sa investor, Azela?
Yung end user naman po, sila po yung mga buyers na bumibili ng mga property because they want to use the property, either if it's a house or a condo or a lot. So the purpose is to use the property for themselves or for their family members. Ang investors naman po is they are buying for the purpose of investing. Either they want to rent it out or they want to resell the unit or flip the unit. And yung mga investor naman po, sa ngayon, not much, but there are investors also. But in our case, most of our buyers are end users.
And maganda po yung mga end users, di ba, Azela? It's good because talaga yan yung bahay na titirhan nila, di ba? That's correct, right?
Yes po. Yes po. Yung mga end users, yung commitment is mas mataas. Kasi they are going to use the house.
And then, let's say, for example, when they're buying right now, pag sinasabi natin, oh, nakabenta ko ng 500 million. Eh, magkano ba anong average price ng mga binibenta ninyo? Ay, yung mga lot ninyo, is it worth 100 million o mali?
Yes po. Basing to our sales right now, it's at mid-cost. Yung mga 2 million to 5 million properties po. Yan po yung fast selling ngayon.
Fast selling at pang end user yan, yung talagang gagamit ng bahay. Okay.
Yes,
Joe, ano rin sa experience? Yes. Boss Andy, you were saying something?
No.
Okay. Boss Joe, baka gusto mo magdagdag rin. Ikaw naman, Boss Joe, tell us a bit more. Do you have the same experience as Azela na yung mga properties na binibili mo ngayon ay para sa mga end user? Anong klase mga property? Ano yung price point? Para alam din ng mga future Filipino homes agents kung anong pinakamabentang property.
Yes, just generally pare-parehas lang kay Azela, no. The bulk of our buyers are coming from the OFW market, and a good percentage is buying because they want to use it for their families and for when they come back. There's this a small percentage of investors na because of what's happening, they're now realizing that their investments with paper assets and other financial instruments are already taking a big hit, no? And they're realizing na they need to increase their portfolio in real estate, in properties, because like what we've mentioned, it's very resilient, has always stood strong despite crisis. And so our current buyers are buying around the 2 to 5 million, mostly the around 3 million properties, condominiums actually. They wanted to be in the metropolis where supplies and services are near, and proximity to general usually needed services are available.
I see. Thank you so much. And then, we can't ask too many more questions, but I'd like to bring back the conversation ulit kay Sir Andy and Sir Ton, no? Boss Ton and Boss Andy, ito na lang, no? When they go to Filipino homes, I know that you're doing it's the first ever, I think, in the world, yung Filipino Institute of Real Estate, or yung FIRE. So for all those na maka-qualify to become a Filipino homes agent, I know that all of them will undergo a training. It's all online. Can you please just share with us briefly kung ano yung training na gagawin nila online pag nag-qualify sila sa Filipino homes so that they can be very good agents?
Yeah. So if we're talking about FIRE, FIRE is the new actually program in the Philippines that kasi maraming question. They cannot go out, they cannot check, they cannot attend seminars. So we invented this program para ang mga agents, while they're at home, since there's physical distancing, then they can still continue learning about real estate. And what is very beautiful about this, you can log in once you are actually qualified kasi you have to qualify. Kailangan 72 units ka, then we will be assigning you with a team, with a broker, and that's where the broker will endorse you to FIRE. So FIRE is a training. We have about 14 training sessions there, about 1 hour and a half. That is about 1 week training, and there's an exam on the first half that you have to pass, about 50 or 60%. Then once you pass, we'll give you a certificate that you are a full-fledged member of Filipino Homes.
And then Sir Andy, Sir Boston, Boss Andy, how do you learn about lahat ng mga sabi mo nga, di ba, may more than 500 plus developers na kasama ng Filipino Homes. How can you learn about the products ng bawat developer? How do you understand kung anong binibenta mo?
Okay, so the secret to become successful as a sales agent, okay, this is the basic secret. Number one, you must be teachable. Okay, so we will ask you, are you teachable? Okay, number two, you have to be a good student. Whatever we say, you have to actually act on it. Okay. Number three, we will program you to what we call proximity selling. So whatever area you are, example, you are in Manila, then we will give you 5 to 7 projects. Everything will be trained. We will be training you. Then you have to master that project. Then we will indulge you to a marketing activity. So we will have social media training, Facebook marketing, boosting, and so many things that we will help you. So there's a basic, there's steps to follow because this is no joke. Remember, you will be a millionaire in just months if you're really serious about this. And this is the only option today. I always tell all of my friends, what's your option today? Only option to make big is you have to join the biggest business, which is real estate. Boss.
Thank you so much, Boss Anthony, Boss Andy, Boss Joff, and Boss Azella. Before everything else, it's been a long session, very productive session so far. But can I just ask, Boss Andy, for all the Filipinos out there na nakikinig dito sa Pilipinas, mga OFWs, those who are looking for a good job right now, those who want to transition to a new job, those who want to increase their money, can you one more? I think one more. What advice would you like to lead them today? As they are contemplating kung magandang negosyong pasokan yung real estate, especially dito sa Filipino Homes po.
Okay. Who wants to go first?
Yeah, Boss Andy. Yeah.
Boss Andy, kayo po.
So right now, since everybody's here, everybody's been waiting, and this one's Bounce Back Academy, but everybody's waiting to bounce back. It's either we wait for that time again, or we adapt and shift now. It doesn't matter kung ano negosyo mo ngayon. No? You just need to have an open mind and see the opportunity that will be presented to you. It's very difficult to judge something that or chismis or you just have a perception from hearsays. Now it's better to explore this type of opportunity now and see how it is really done. If you've been doing real estate for the past 5, 10, 15, 20 years, ask yourself, how has your life improved? If pareho pa din, I think it's also time to change. If you're a licensed broker, are you doing things like a salesperson pa rin, like a glorified salesman? Or you're doing things as a businessman? Real estate, being a broker, you should be operating now your business, your profession as a business. Hindi na lang basta kuha ng listing and selling. do this as a business. And this is the system that will be taught to you by Filipino Homes. When you develop your team, you provide with a system. And the good thing now is that I think this is the perfect time. Perfect time because one, there's a need. Number two, here is the technology, here is the system, here is the inventory being offered to you. Look, if for example I'm an independent broker, I can spend all my time going to developer, attending their product knowledge seminar, and then applying. Whereas with this, you just have to sign up with, let's say, Filipinos, and then you get more than 50% developers wide with best negotiated incentives and best negotiated commission. So again, it doesn't matter what you're doing right now. Sabi nga, si Jeff was in BPO. Si Azela, I've seen her from being a nurse to a seller to a leader to a champion to a developer. See, now it depends on the commitment that you will put in. Of course, hindi naman yan one day na magic, no? Especially when they were starting. Sana nga pinakita ni Boston how Filipino started. Isang garahe, good for 4 people, but inimbita nila si Senator Villar for
Villar.
Yeah. Because he wrote in the invitation for the blessing of the biggest real estate marketing in the Philippines. Kasi lang 4 na tao dun sa office. That's a dream and that's a challenge. Now we will be putting this up now in Luzon. There will be challenges, but then those who will stick it out will really reap the benefits.
Again, thank you so much, Boss Andy, training consultant of Filipino Homes. Maraming salamat. Let's hear one from Joffrey. Joffrey, how would I mean? So many people. Dami na comment po ko dito kanina. Super sila inspired sa storya mo on Filipino Homes. What are the words that you want to leave people like you na contemplating? Ito ba na yung panahon ko? Pwede na ba ako ngayon? Is it a good time to start right now? Should I wait? Why is it the best time to start right now, Joff?
It's anytime is always a good time, no. Thank you for your comments, but it's just that if it, like what we said earlier, it just needs to start with a desire. It's not going to be all a bed of roses. Like what Andy said, there will be challenges, but what I've always stuck with is knowing your why. So because your why propels you to keep on. Be open to start as a beginner. If you come from a different industry, you just have to empty your cup. Know that all masters all started as beginners. Be just willing to learn new ways, techniques, because nobody has a monopoly of good ideas. Have a positive learning attitude. Adjust to the new mindset, the new normal, and be willing to adapt to change. And you can do well in this industry.
Again, thank you so much, superstar ng Filipino Homes, Joff Lidon, real estate broker out of Cebu. Thank you so much. Azel, ikaw naman, please inspire the people right now who want to become just as successful as you. What can they do to be as successful as you in Filipino Homes? Azela, Honor.
All right. So if you think you're still looking for an opportunity where you can grow your knowledge and also you can grow your income, you have to pray for that. And you find in your heart the purpose and develop the passion to do the business, then productivity.
Oh no, nawala si Azela.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't worry, we'll bring her back, but we're very inspired by Azela. And finally, Boston, you were the person who conceptualized Filipino Homes, who grew it, who made it big. For you, what is the future of the Filipino Homes, and how can we help more Filipinos by joining Filipino Homes?
Yeah. The future of the Philippines ang pag-usapan natin dito, okay? The most important is the Filipinos, the Philippines, the country. Remember, folks, if you join real estate, one house can help 60 industry. This is what I really love. Okay, kasi I've been into direct selling, I've been into water business, but I can only enrich myself. But here, every time you sell, you help a buyer who have a dream home. Then number two, you help 60 industry. And this is, I am very proud to become an ahente. That is our advocacy with Boss Andy Manyala. And number two, if you really want to become successful, you have to follow the leaders, okay? And that's the reason I advise everybody out there, you have to follow their Facebook, you have to follow their Instagram. You better like the Instagram of Boss Andy, follow that Instagram. Later, they will tell you what is their Instagram handle. Follow Boss Jeff, follow Boss Azela, because when you see you have a coach, and this is where you become successful, you have to be teachable, okay? And remember, this is a very challenging time, and challenging time need a partner. You need a partner today. And here, we, with the open arms, Filipino Homes, giving opportunity, changing people's lives. I am the one who will change your life. I will negotiate with the developers. In fact, today, for almost 1 month, I've been meeting with the developers at Ton. What do you want? What do you need? We need to help the country. We need to help the brokers. Because I've seen so many brokers now becoming broke. So many sales agents now becoming actually broke also. And because they never have the setup, they don't have the system, they don't have the connection. And the bridge today is Filipino Homes. We'll negotiate your incentive, we'll negotiate your commission, and we will negotiate with the developer that they can come up with the best project for the Filipino. And remember, folks, all you have to do is your relatives, okay? You have so many relatives. Why not close it for your relative? Why do you have to let your relatives look for another agent while you can also earn some extra income? Our relatives are really willing to help us. But the problem, you never declare that you are an agent and make a purpose. Your Facebook now, what did you post? You're always dancing there. You're having TikTok. You have nothing to post. Why not post properties with the brand of Filipino Homes, with the connections of Filipino Homes? And this is the time to really change your life, okay? And we have all these success stories here, and we will create so many success stories. We'll just be helping together because we have already the infrastructure. You'll just use the brand, the system, and the training. Thank you very much. And Boss RJ, I think Boss Zella is there already.
Yeah. Again, thanks so much, Boss Ton, for giving everybody the opportunity to become, to beat their dreams. Ikaw kay Fredolyn Aguinaldo mula sa Doha, gusto lang sabihin niya, it was a really good topic para sa ating mga OFW, but what he really enjoyed was the lively moderation ni RJ, pati na rin yung participation ng mga taga-Filipino Homes. Hindi sila daw inantok. Oh, Freddy, di ba? Fredolyn, kung gusto mo maging, if you want to help market to our fellow Filipinos in Qatar, please do, in Doha, please let us know. We would love to help you out over here, Filipinos.
Yeah.
Sa lahat po nagtatanong po, again, sa ilalim po, if you need to reach out, you want to be part, you can reach out in the bottom. If you want to be part of Filipino Homes. At the same time, Azela, nako,
Yeah.
ikaw yung hinihintay natin ngayon. Ano yung talaga ikaw yung parting words natin ngayon, Azela? What would you like
Boss Azela?
Ending, Boss Azela. Ano yung maging inspiration mo para sa ating mga future superstars ng Filipinos? Azela, please take it away.
Your mic.
Mic mo lang, Azela. Oo. Azela, yung mic mo lang, mic. Azela, yung mic
If you
mo.
want to be successful,
Yeah.
There.
if you want to be successful in this business, my mic is okay. It's not mute.
Yes.
It's good.
Yeah.
Good. It's good na.
Wala po ba?
Okay na po.
Okay
Okay
na.
na po.
Wala po ba akong audio?
Okay na.
We
Okay
can
na po.
hear you.
Good.
Okay na?
Yes.
Okay na?
Yes.
Okay na? Okay. If you want to be really, really successful, you have to find an opportunity, not a job. And if you find a good company like Filipino Homes with a trusted brand internationally, you have to have a good mixture and a good balance of technology, network, your purpose. Also, it is very, very important for you to identify your purpose and to develop passion for this industry, because not all of us is coming from the marketing and an industry like this one. Productivity will always follow. Pray and then develop your passion for this one. Productivity will follow. The company is already perfect. You just have to join the company. Brand is already established. Technology is already in place. The network is already good. You have a good network from Luzon to Mindanao. And then you just have to cooperate with us, coordinate with us, collaborate with us, and communicate with us. And you will be successful eventually. Okay, so I hope this helps. Daghang salamat. And
What's
good
your
morning once
Instagram?
again.
What's your Instagram, Boss Azela?
IG mo, IG.
My IG, azela.honor. Please follow me in my Instagram, azela.honor.
Ayan, thank you so much to all of our bosses. Alam mo kasi, yung tawag namin boss sa lahat dahil dito kay Ton, yan yung term of endearment sa lahat ng mga tao sa Filipino Homes. Lahat kayo ay boss. Wala dito yung over or may under, di ba? Lahat tayo ay pare-pareho lang po dito. Boss lang po. Again, hopefully, maraming salamat sa lahat ng mga taga-Filipino Homes na nakikinig from all over the country. Mag-comment naman kayo, magpasalamat kayo sa ating mga speakers ngayon, kay Boss Ton, kay Boss Andy, kay Boss Joff, kay Boss Azela. Maraming salamat. And again, we hope we inspired many of our people listening here right now. If you are a teacher, if you are a student, if you're a professor, kung kayo po ay OFW or interesado kayo sa real estate, if you are formerly a broker or an agent, if you're looking for a job here right now, think about it. This might be a good opportunity for you to create new income, especially habang sa panahon na lahat tayo ay nagre-recover from the crisis. We could all use some income right now. Please consider this opportunity. Again, thank you so much to Boss Andy, Anthony, Joff, and Azela. Again, good luck. Again, ito po si RJ Ledesma for Bounce Back Philippines. God bless. Stay safe and stay home if you can. Maraming salamat po. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, Boss Edwin, Kalamba.
Thank you.
Nandiyan, Boss. Hi.
Bye-bye.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.
God bless everyone.
Thank you, God bless. Follow me on Instagram at Joffrey Lidon.
Jeff Lidon.
Yeah. But RJ, it's 1 year na pala, no? When we met during my wedding last year.
That's
Oy,
right. 1 year na.
Anniversary na natin.
It's
Ngayon.
1 year.
Okay.
Kaya nga,
Sige, last word, Boss Andy. Boss Andy, gusto mo isa?
Boss Andy, your IG.
yeah. Sabi nga, there's no such thing as an accidental meeting, di ba? Parang may purpose eh. So when we met during my wedding, and thank you very much, RJ, for hosting that, for doing a great job during my surprise wedding for my wife. And then si Boston came all the way from Cebu just for that wedding and then went back. Ganun ka-love ni Boston. Now, when we met, sabi mo, walang accidental eh. Now we came up with this one to, I think, because of that mission to help more Filipinos, especially in Luzon, because done na si Visayas and Mindanao, tapos na kay Boston. Now we bring this opportunity now to Luzon. So, thank you very much, Boss RJ, for this opportunity and for making this reach a lot more people.
God is good all the time. But there's no coincidences. Talagang I was there to host the wedding anniversary para makita-kita ulit kami ni Boston and to really grow Filipino Homes and to help more people get more jobs across the country and to develop. We are mabuhay po Filipino. It's really this is really something to really bounce back the whole country. Again, one of the fundamental industries na pinakamalaking multiplier effect po yung ating real estate industry. So again, maraming salamat ulit Boston, Boss Andy, Boss Joff, Boss Azela. Boston, kita tayo mamaya ulit sa Go Negosyo. Maraming salamat.
Yeah, Go Negosyo.
Go Negosyo.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
Bye-bye. Thank you. God bless everyone.
Bye.
Okay po, bye-bye.